do our thing.
I open for all night, bro.
All right, perfect.
Audio's rolling, so whenever you guys start.
We're good? That camera too? Okay, excellent. Underground Podcast. Today we have Russell, a.k.a. Rula, a.k.a. Big Rula, in the house today, bro. How you doing?
Hey, amazing, bro. Thank you for inviting me to this place, man. I feel the energy. I feel good atmosphere here.
Hell yeah, bro. So where were you coming out from today?
I'm coming out from the meeting. Usually you don't say about what's going to happen to you, but I'll tell you this was a meeting with SONY about our collaboration and publishing our tracks in a series which gonna be which gonna be released in Chinese through the Handson.
So this is like songs that you've produced and engineered.
Yeah, which I produced together with other producers, of course, with my brother Beso, with my brother N0. So, but the singer there on these tracks is Aries. Remember I showed you her tracks. She is pretty cool. She have a strong voice. She have a charisma. She have good energy, you know. So everybody from Sony in love with her after she been in the series, which she didn't get the main role, but they somehow found her in the background and listened to her tracks, and they was like excited to meet me and like make a deal with us right now. Everything on discussion, but hopefully we cross our fingers.
Absolutely.
Everything will be fine.
So is that kind of like your biggest like music moment to date, like getting this meeting with Sony and having stuff that's gonna be run through Sony? Have you ever had something like that before?
Well, it's excited. It's a good everything when it good happened to me. Remember, but yeah, it's one of the good best meetings because Sony haven't been resulted yet, you know. And I already had a meeting which already gave result for me and you know for my career.
Absolutely. So I want to go back a little bit here. You're an interesting dude. I met you maybe 6, 7, 8 months ago. I feel like the first time I really met you was probably at that July Underground album session. But I've heard a little bit about you, not that much. But where were you born, bro? Like, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Uzbekistan. I was born and raised in Uzbekistan. It's like a country in Central Asia. We call it Stan countries because it's we around all these Stan countries: Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. But yeah, it was a really cool experience for me. I opened my first studio when I was 17 in 2002. So it was
there in Uzbekistan.
Back there, yeah, it was like in 2002. I remember that like now. It was a strict rap studio, which I was collab with so many like rap artists, most of them underground artists, and we was young. We was doing crazy music that time, you know. And it was moment when the rap just started to be popularized, you know. It was the period like between Africa Bambaataa to Wu-Tang Clan and Onyx, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So when were you born? Like, how old are you?
I'm 34.
34? Okay, so growing up in the 90s in Uzbekistan, was American hip-hop music very popular?
Not very popular, but first time we made a show program, you know. We was just to push this information through our our people in different areas. And first time in my life I saw maybe 300 rappers in the same place. I didn't know so many rappers around me, around my area, who was also interested in this kind of music. And only on this show program, only in this event, I figure out that, damn, it's a lot of us, a lot. And we can do something crazy. And since then, it was became I cannot say my main thing, but I was very interesting to progress in that. Even in Uzbekistan, this style is not very popular, you know. It was underground style, but hip-hop school gave me the basic knowledge, which I'm using till this moment, you know, which is sense of rhythm, emotional part, energetic parts, and music basically based on the rhythm and emotions, you know. So this rap school was everything for me. I'm proud that I had so many experiences. 7 years we did only hip hop rap.
And this is what do you mean? It's a rap school?
it's not like a school, but for us it was like a street school, you know, when you see how the other rappers reading rap, how they combine the words and put themselves in the rhythm. It was a school because you was learn like 7 years, you was like learning basically a rhythm, like you drummer, you know what I'm saying? But it's more like you how to control your voice to be in rhythm.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of music were you personally listening to in the 90s? Like you mentioned Onyx, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Was that the kind of stuff you were listening to?
Yeah, we really like Redman, Busta Rhymes, all this like young stars that time, you know, who was just blowing up the market. Yeah, it was crazy experience. Of course, Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G. It was one of the main, it was the leaders for us, which we like took an experience from seeing how they was rapping. We was translating the lyric, you know. It was crazy. Like,
did you speak English or know English growing up?
that time I knew English, but not so well like now, you know. It was like I was just starting practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also have the second job. I was working in the soccer federation. I was working in the soccer federation of Uzbekistan. Yeah.
What were you doing exactly? What is
I was
that?
managing the team, you know. I was booking the flights. I was like controlling them. I was flying with them on the camping, make sure they have everything, make sure the soccer team is satisfied with food, with hotel, with everything. So I was like international representative.
Damn, were you like a big soccer fan or a soccer player growing
Yes,
up?
I mean, yeah. But if you compare to the music on the first place. But then, yeah.
That's
it's one of
dope.
my favorite thing. We was playing football every like weekend with my guys.
So you said that you opened your first studio when you're 17,
Yeah.
and like what kind of stuff were you doing? You were just having people come through, you were engineering and producing at that time?
You know, because my love to hip hop was so big, it was not even like financial based, you know. Like
yeah.
you just came there, you chilled there, you hang out with us, you showing your skills. My mic was open to any creations, you know. It's like even it was not that quality, I was just introducing myself to the technical things, you know, how to make right recording and so on. But the energy was crazy that times, you know. Like right now, I'm with many artists, I don't feel that energy, and only with like multiple individuals, which I'm working still right now.
Do you feel like that's a difference between people back home versus like Americans?
No, of course, the language also different, you know. And when you use another language, you use another way to think, another algorithm. Not like American. I was teaching myself a lot to get to an American like algorithm of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm saying each language have a different like parallel or base, you know, which you can use while talking. That's why, of course, mental issues, because I mean, Russian and American always like being opposite sides, like opposite
Soviet
type
Union.
of thinking, you know. It's me finding right now golden middle between both languages, you know. So yeah, of course it was different. It was absolutely different time, absolutely different skills. When you can go to the stage and just spit the verse 20 bars like that, you know, in one take, it will be perfect. It sounds perfect. Or right now on the studio, some artists I will need to record them line by line because they cannot go further. You know that they didn't learn the lyric or they're reading from their phones, you know.
Yeah.
It's like maybe less prepared. That's why it's like I don't like to make feelings that you're reading or you're like didn't do it in one take. So you use multiple times for recording. You know, I don't like this feeling actually. That's why I'm trying to push my artists to read record as long as possible. You know, mostly preferably full verse or full hook, for example, right? It makes more live feeling to the track.
Mm-hmm. So I've been to a couple Rula engineering sessions, a couple with Posky, Chris O'Bannon, and Kato when we did OnlyFans.
Yes.
And I feel like you're like a very hands-on, not afraid to speak what you think about something, like no matter what? Is that something that you like always had in you, like that ability to just say like, fuck it, this is what I know is going to make it better?
This is yes, it's a good question. Yes, for sure, but I think main thing in this case is experience, which is like 18 years old, you know, to get to detail how to make a track in details very good, you know, because you cannot pay attention to the small details, which basically the most important stuff of the track. As many details you fixed in the track is showing your professional skills, and track becoming better and better, you know. So you can record the voice, but record it right, with the right delivery, with the right emotions, with the right rhythmically and melodically, you know. It's a very hard thing to do, because each of the 4 positions needs to be on 100%. And you maybe pay attention for the lyric and how your words combine to each other, but not emotionally. Emotionally, but not melodically. Melodically, but not rhythmically, you know. And all artists have the same problems which you need to see and understand. No, it should not sound like this. Yes, I can fix this, I can fix this, I can fix that, but if he re-record better a little bit, it will sound definitely better. So,
Absolutely.
You know? So it's just a feeling which is inside me, made by years of practicing, you know, years by hearing other people record.
So it like took time for you to get that confidence and knowing what the hell you want this thing to sound like. So are there artists that come through your place or that you've worked with before that just annoy the shit out of you, like aren't open to criticism? Like, because that's something I ask all of these artists, is just like, are you an artist that's open to criticism from the engineer? And I get like mixed results. Do you have like a mixed bag of people that come through?
That's why I had session yesterday with my new artist. He just came yesterday, but his friend who recommended me him, he told me, Rula, may I ask him first if he wants to have the criticism from your side, because I know you're very good musician, he told me, but let's ask first, because he's a new, not used to, you know. So of course. That's why I prefer to ask from my artists. Like, if you want to hear my criticism, which is harder for me to do, or you want the easiest way, I can just push the buttons and say like, do like everything you like. Don't use my imagination, for example. No, my 100% artist said, please push me.
That's good. And I feel like people that come through to you know and expect and value that criticism. That's what makes you better than most engineers. Like we were just talking to Charcoal, and I asked him about kind of this. Like, Russell is a very hands-on engineer. Are you open to that? And he was like, yeah, like that's the shit that brings my shit to the top. Like, same with Posky. Like, he says he'll never go to another engineer because he needs you and your creative and musical mind involved with the actual process of it.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys mentioned that.
Hell yeah. So did you ever go to like school, like a real like music school, to learn the technicalities of engineering and producing?
Yes, I was learning. No, I didn't learn even production school, but I was going to piano lessons when I was like young boy, 7 years old till 11. I was like finished 4th grade of fortepiano, and then I told my mom, I don't want to play piano, I want to fight.
You want to fight? So what, boxing or MMA or some shit?
Yeah, it was taekwondo. Yeah, at that time we was fighting on taekwondo, then boxing. Yeah.
Jeez, do you still do that stuff?
I couldn't imagine that, you know. I couldn't imagine that in the future I would need that skills really bad, you know. I didn't know that everything I learned will be like maybe help me make it everything faster if I would learn in school. But we don't have specialized school in Uzbekistan. That's why you can only learn from your own mistakes, from your own practice, you know. If maybe I will go somewhere here or maybe in England to some crazy academy, maybe I would be producing much more faster. But it took me a while. That's why I was, if you know the rules of 20,000 hours, maybe for me it's 40,000 hours, you know.
To become an expert, right?
Yeah.
So when did you end up leaving Uzbekistan? Like, did you come straight to California?
Yes, it's the first city I visited, and I decided to stay, not even travel anywhere.
So you came out, to LA?
Yeah, when I came to LA.
And then what year was this?
It was 4 years ago.
Oh, so pretty recent.
Yeah, 17.
And were you already like at that time like an established name in the music scene out in Uzbekistan, and now you come here and you don't have any connections, or did you already kind of have a foot in the LA door?
Well, I built the main thing in Uzbekistan. First, I built musical connection, which I'm using till now. I'm working with like 15 different musicians, like for example, guitarists, drummers, some to add some live instrument to my production. So I made the connection through that, yes, and of course I'm giving them work right now. If I have some different style projects like deep house or like something, I can involve some producers from there. So we work together. Bam bam. He made the bass. He sent me basic like stamps. I fix it. I correct it. Add the melodies. Boom. Next track. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, market in Los Angeles is huge. And you have a lot of projects going on, different styles,
Yeah, for real.
So yeah, I'm helping to my guys right now in Uzbekistan, same musicians like me, and we was working together for a long time. And yeah, I'm sending them file. They play the guitar, they play the bass, they play drums, sending me back. I put it in the project, I mix it, so everything goes like like one mechanism. Like I have a lot. That's why I have a lot of opportunities in music. If I need to remake the beat or I need to produce, it's not taking too long time for me.
Mm-hmm. So you're out here like 4 years ago is when you come out here. Were you always living in that spot that you have that home studio?
Yeah, basically.
So you got that, and who do you live there with? Like I saw your dad there. Like when did your dad come out here?
He came just 3 months ago, 4 months ago. I haven't seen him for 4 years. And yeah, I'm so happy that he came finally.
That's
he knew
awesome.
me. But before him, it was my roommate Beso Morph. Also crazy producers, crazy musicians. Teach me a lot in the production and music, and even business side of the music also very important because he's a good manager. I mean, music manager. Plus, before him, it was Rari.
That's one of your artists, right?
Yeah. We made a lot of tracks with Rari. One of the track with Trippie, with Lil Xan, with Soulja Boy. So yeah, that was a cool experience to work with the team with Rari because Rari was on a way to be very established,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still on the way. But that time it was really pump up of Rari when he made the track with 6ix9ine. Then 6ix9ine get to the prison. Then he, you know the story of 6ix9ine, and somehow my story connected to this too because
That's crazy. I didn't even know that Rari made all these tracks. So I knew that you had worked with Lil Xan, Trippie Redd. So it was through Rari. And so Rari was like he's the rapper on the shit with Lil Xan, Trippie Redd, and then you're the one that's in the studio engineering it.
Yes.
Okay. So what was your experience like with Trippie Redd?
That was a really good experience actually. We rent the room in Melrose, Red Room, Red Studio, and because my place is a little bit small, and we knew he will bring a lot of people in there. He brought like 30 people with him, 30 friends with his whole entourage. He came to the studio, we organized everything, like food, drink, smoke, everything was good, everything on the level, and we just vibing. He was playing his album that time. It didn't came out yet, we just, we listened. He played all his album, he was singing this album, and we that's how we find connection because we also played the good music and we was vibing on his tracks. We smoked a lot of weed with him, with his engineer as well. Yeah, then he get into the box, recording box, and like a professional in 30 minutes throw the very good verse.
That's awesome. So what song was it? Do you know the name of the song?
Yeah, She Broke My Heart.
Okay, dope.
You can check it in Rari's album. It's already out.
That's awesome.
Planet 444. Universe 444, Rari's album.
And what about, okay, so I didn't know that you had any connection to 6ix9ine. Did you meet 6ix9ine?
I didn't meet 6ix9ine. The Rari went to Dubai. It was right before he get to the prison, like maybe a couple months before. And they went to Dubai. They recorded in Dubai and they made a video in Dubai. And after that, he left back to US. And Rari came to Amsterdam. And after that, in a couple months, maybe one or 2 months, he get back here in LA.
And he just like hits you up and is like, bro, I have a 6ix9ine feature.
He already, when I met him, he already had feature. But you know, his popularity was like growing up after that feature. Interview, like TV shows, everything. He was like pumping up this time. And he's still on the way. He's doing his TV show right now called Rari and Melissa Triangle of Love for HBO. Yeah. So,
are you serious?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
And me, like, I was recording track with Rari first time when I just met him. I recorded my own track for my album, and we made a video. And after that, like, it's been past like how many, like around a year, maybe 9 months. I'm keeping this video because now he published HBO series, so it's logically for me to publish my video with him after, you know.
Like at the correspond the drops together.
Plus, he met his girlfriend, his wife, on the video shot for my video. You know, it will be also part of the story for HBO series. You know,
that's sick. Kobe met his wife Vanessa at. Kobe used to make music, and he did one music video, and he met his wife Vanessa at the video shoot.
Yeah, that's very dramatically.
So what about Lil Xan? How did you guys end up getting connected with Lil Xan?
Lil Xan is like, we contacted through his beatmaker first. And then Rari said, like, Rari met him through beatmaker. They discussed, like, maybe you want a feature because Rari was recording his album. And we already have the multiple demos with Rari, which he was supposed to record. And just Lil Xan said, okay, of course, I'm down, guys. He was vibing with us, actually, very good kid. Like,
where did you guys, like, I see you guys have a photo together. Like, where was this photo taken?
This photo we made in his house.
Lil Xan's house?
Yeah.
Where's that? That's like out in Calabasas, right?
Yes, yes. I was driving like 40 minutes. I don't remember that. Maybe not on the radio. But yeah.
So how was it working with those with big artists like that? Was that kind of like a big, like, damn, I'm really here in LA?
I was thinking like it will be like more harder, but it was so easy because they're so open-minded people, you know. They're positive, and like we was having a good time, you know, just talking, discussing the business, music industry, you know, like this and that, just playing the tracks, just vibing with them. We made a video right there on his house, so it was a cool experience. All of them were like open-minded people and very kind.
That's true. Professionals, like you said, right?
Yeah. As better you are, as like bigger your intelligent level, you'll be more humble, you know. So respect to that.
That's good to hear. So like, I want to take it back just again, like growing up, right, in Uzbekistan, like even now, do your parents like kind of get like what you're doing? Like your dad, I remember he came through this, he like walked in when Posky and Chris O'Bannon were recording. Like, does your dad really understand what you're doing?
That's also a good question. So in the beginning, you know, the music industry is not so progressive as here in Uzbekistan. That's why my father always wanted me to do different kind of profession, you know, to be studied. And it's also really helped because like I finished university, I finished the high school, university, and like it helped me to be like cool with even without music, you know. Yeah, but music always like magnet to me, you know. It was flowing between hobby to work, then back to hobby, then back to work, you know, because I was working that back in the day. I was working as a songwriter for Russian talking countries like Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, you know. All of them need Russian songs, mostly of them women's projects.
Okay.
Most of them, because women's projects have money, you know. They have sponsored, definitely, who sponsoring albums and so on. That's why I was writing women's songs. I
Like
need to
actually
be
writing the lyrics and
Yeah.
then passing it off to the artist.
not only lyric, melody, lyric. We made song from beginning till the end, and then sold the songs. You know,
Okay.
we was selling the tracks
And
to
you
the
were-
to the women's.
And then like I'm sure at that time you're starting to make money off it.
Yeah, and then went good, and that was also like for me, it's a big school of songwriting when I figure out of conception, how the conception should be of the successful track, because I saw my tracks on the market and how they was affected, market, and it will give me big knowledge about how your mood should change during the track. You preparing listener for the track, then your emotional amplitude goes up. Get to the chorus when you blow up, then it goes a little bit down emotionally, then coming back the same way,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, that's what I learned. It's your mood while you listen to the track needs to be changed, and all this connected to the just frequencies affecting your ear.
So you're like really like a real musician. Like you really know how to piece a song together and really create something dope, huh?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do with every artist.
So then 4 years ago you moved to LA. Then a few years after that, how do you end up meeting Posky?
We was working with Victor. This guy was made ADM track, and we need to record. It's the first time I met Posky when he came with my guy Vic. We made like 5-6 tracks with Vic before, which one of them was used for another series. I don't remember the name, but it's featured with Paloma Rush, also a very good singer. And yeah, Posky came with the Victor to record his voice on his beat, which I mixed that time. I was reproduced his beat, and then that's how we make Posky and Mike G. Mikey G, yeah, Mikey G, that's my guy. And I was like surprised. Oh, these guys have a good skills, and that's how Posky like how he sound, and we like be better friends. He started visit me much more oftenly. Till we record like 50-60 tracks with Posky. Demos, not tracks, not full tracks, but demos. Yeah, it could be just one verse or one hook,
Yeah, it seems like honestly, it's like if Posky isn't hanging with me doing underground shit, it's like, oh, he's at Russell's. Like he's always at that shit. Like
yeah.
Are there like other artists that come through to your place as often as him?
Yes, I mean it's non-stop. It's river of artists, but not like Posky. Like Posky, maybe 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. And so now it seems like you guys are pretty good friends. Like you came out for that Better Life video all the way to Newbury Park.
Yes.
Like why is it important for you to build relationships with your artists, or what did you see in Posky that made you want to go out of your way to help him out and do stuff?
Damn, this is also good question. Well, you need to find connection with your artist, to understand them better and figure out what they want, what kind of style, what kind of like progress you can do with them. Because as better you know the artist, as better you know how you can help the artist. How to get the best out of it. Because when he's standing on the mic, sometimes you can be stressed out. Sometimes you're nervous. You're not in your voice. You need to be also psychologist to push to the right direction, to make this, to create the vibe which will be comfortable for artists to open up his voice, open up his mind, and build like in the best look he can be. Because the mic, he record your feelings, he record your life basically, and this is very responsible moment for you standing on the mic and saying something, exploring something. This is your story of your life, which will never be disappeared till we have internet and all this power. We will not die from nuclear weapon and all this. If you remove all that,
it lives on, right?
It will be live forever. That's the way of immortal. This is the way how you can become immortal in this life.
Absolutely.
You will never die through your tracks.
So what kind of person are you outside of music? Like if you're not recording, what kind of stuff do you do for fun?
When I don't record, I feel myself useless.
Yeah.
I feel myself that I waste a day. I waste couple hours. not doing music. No, I like to go sport, and I like a lot of things, of course.
What kind of sport? Like we've been talking about playing some basketball. Like, are you a basketball guy?
Yes.
That's
yes,
dope.
volleyball, basketball, tennis, whatever you want, bro.
Damn.
I play everything with you.
That's awesome. What about like
I
American
even
football?
I can play Xbox with you if you want.
Kickball. I don't think we're gonna do that. I think I'll pass on that
I'm
one.
just kidding.
But
I
I
don't
will
have
play some
time for that.
basketball. We'll be the
I
next.
can run. Last times I'm just running around my area. You know, all the gyms is closed right now. They're gonna open maybe my gym very shortly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to meet my friends. Like we spend the weekends, drink a little bit with my friends. You know, just not be outside of the music, because our ears also needs to be relaxed a little bit to come back with no more positive emotions and different view. You know.
It's good to take a break from the music work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, go hiking, go down play basketball. You know, go to park wherever. Go to the beach. I love to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where? Just near your house?
Yes, like 20 minutes away, Santa Monica or Venice.
Super chill. Where do you go hiking? You go hiking in like the LA area?
Yeah, Rainier Canyon.
All
That's
right.
my place.
I like that. So aside from this Sony thing that's coming up, it hopefully is coming up and going to manifest in the next few months. Like, what's the near future looking like for Rula? What else are you working on?
We're working on multiple projects. No, one of them for Posky. He was recording EP with Charlie, also very talented artist. Yes, on this side we have like Aries. I told you Aries for Sony. Then Boknero. Boknero is this guy from Philly. He made a track with Steve Aoki, and yeah, he also like very talented artist. I record track with him, which we release. We already make one release like 1 week or 2 weeks ago on Effective Records, one of the major labels. So it's a label of Imam Bek. You know this remix Roses?
I only know it because you played it for me when
Yeah,
I was
I
at your
played
crib.
it, but you heard it from TikTok maybe before.
Maybe.
It's like 1 billion something streams.
That's what you were playing. You showed me on Spotify.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. No, you said you know this track.
That's dope. So,
So yeah, we released. Sorry, I was talking about this release.
no,
Go-
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
And in terms of like, are there any other projects that you're working on yourself? Like, can we ever expect like a Rula producer tape or something like that?
Yes, producer tape and my like artist also side of me.
So what, you get artists that you, like when you say you're artists, like do you have artists that like are signed to you, or is this just artists that you know and you've worked with?
Yeah, artists who we work with, and we like sign the split sheets. So after we do the tracks, we just make a split sheets. Everybody like with New Space Records on NSR.
But that's like what we did with the underground tracks that you engineered. Like,
Yeah.
you engineered Dior OnlyFans for us. We just did the split sheets, that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
I trust my artist, because yes, I'm controlling my music, but I also like not hungry for the credits, you know. But if artists want to work with me in the future, of course they show respect.
Absolutely. I mean, no one's gonna do you dirty. They don't want like a 6'7" you like Uzbekistan dude rolling up
Yeah.
to their crib.
That'll be peaceful.
So at your age, right, 34. Now you've been doing this for over half your life by now.
Yeah.
Where do you think that you can still grow? Where is there room for improvement in your music skills?
I learn every day new plugins. I'm taking the lessons from the top engineers and producers, you know, and like I'm not standing on one place all the time. Even working with new artists for me is like a new school, you know. I'm trying to learn something from artists, something from myself being working with artists, you know. But yeah, I'm progress every day. I'm taking master classes from the also like good producers and engineers here. So Jimmy DeWall, French Fry, like Besomorph, this guy have great teachers.
Do you think you're gonna stay in the LA area for your whole life?
For now, I feel comfortable here.
That's good. It's a good place to be
I
comfortable.
build my small kingdom, like more small round of warriors, you know.
Absolutely. The ruler warrior kingdom, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, honestly, bro, I think that just about does it. I appreciate you coming through. I know you had a long drive. You had big
Thank you
business
for
meetings today, but it was great to finally actually get to know you better. And I think you got an interesting story, bro. People are going to love this.
Thank you for inviting me, Andrew. I'm happy to be here, and like I hope in time you all invite me better. I will tell more about my successful projects.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
One of them should be SONY, I hope.
I hope so. Damn. Would there be like a timeline for when this stuff would come out? Like, do they know when the show might be coming out?
Yes, show is coming out close to June.
Oh, this year.
Yes,
Okay, got you. So
they already
we'll know
filmed 3
soon.
series. Plus, Rari's show also coming, I think March, April.
All right, a lot
So
to
it
look
will
out
be
for.
big things going on right now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
Underground Podcast, Andrew Mason. We're here with Russell, a.k.a. Rula. Thank you for watching.
That'll be super cool. Big news.
Look at this guy. Look at this height difference. If I come right here.
Yeah, he's been betting down the whole time.
Like, oh, like
I
our
gotta get
coconut
these.
banana milkshake is cute.
Beautiful
So
bag.
nice.
What are those? This guy. No, I feel you. It's still
I
interesting.
will talk about my plans. I will not. And I also will say what's happened.
Absolutely, bro. We got Rula in here, man.
Yeah,
It's a
everyone in
big
the
interview.
house.
Let's go.
Thank you, my bro.
Fucking yeah.